I got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black to match.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Neeyooo here. Today we're about to look at another horror anime, and this is called The True Insane Neighbor. This is actually brought to you by Wayne C Entertainment, and I'm kind of curious and actually looking forward to actually seeing this one. So without further ado, let's get at it. Let's go.
A few years back, I rented an apartment from a friend of mine. He had recently bought it and had it completely renovated. He put it up for sale but couldn't find a buyer, so I offered to rent it in the meantime. After moving in, I realized there was something wrong with the lady next door. She was about 45, but looked much older. She would sit up all night listening to Christian radio shows and talking loudly to someone. It got to the point where I couldn't sleep, so I went over to her place and asked her to keep it down. She opened her door and I got a quick peek. Her walks all had crosses painted on them in different colors, and words like Jesus and angels scribbled everywhere. The windows were painted black, letting in no light at all. It was damp, yellow-stained 50-year-old carpets, dog shit and cockroaches everywhere.
The hell?
No dog though. I asked her to please keep it down. She just looked at me and shut the door.
Crazy, she crazy.
Then she turned up the radio even louder. The next day I had my girlfriend staying over. I wake up in the middle of the night and see a shadow of a person next to the bed looking at us sleeping. I think I'm hallucinating, as I usually do in the dark when I'm sleepy. But then the shadow starts talking. It's my neighbor, and she's holding something in her hand. She broke in during the night, and who knows how long she stood there.
Dude.
You should lock your door at night,
She says and walks out. The next morning, I hear someone making strange noises below my bedroom window. It's my neighbor, talking to herself in tongue. She has a plastic bag in her hand, with her rotting, dead dog inside. It's hot as hell outside, and I can smell death from the bag.
That dog been rotting for a
At
while.
this point, I'm scared shitless. She's obviously very insane.
No shit.
I go upstairs and knock on another person's door and ask what the hell is going on. The guy is as scared as me. Apparently she broke into his apartment one evening as well, while he was watching TV with his kids.
What?
He got up from the couch to get a snack, only to find her behind the couch staring at him, holding
With
a power
a
drill.
drill.
Get the hell out! Get out!
At this stage, I'm basically shitting myself. I call the cops and they know all about her. Apparently she's a violent schizophrenic and she hasn't taken her meds, but they can't force her or enter her apartment without permission because she owns it. The only thing they can do is get her when she goes outside. I sit up for the next 2 days, waiting for her to run out of cigarettes. When I hear her leave at 2 a.m. to go across the road to the 7-Eleven, I call the cops.
I ain't scared of no popo, call the popo, call the popo.
They have 3 cars and a special van over in less than 2 minutes. They restrain her and throw her in the van and drive off to some institution. And in less than a minute, it's like she was never there. I never see her again, but I still have nightmares about her looking at me in my sleep.
You done fucked up now!
My dude. There's a few things I would have did differently. I get the fact that you rented the apartment for your friend. It means you got a deal out of it. So that's okay, I get that. You got the neighbor next door who refuses to turn down a radio and stuff. Then she's just like, you look at after you glance in the house and you see all that crap in there. One sign, something wrong. Two, you sleep with your girlfriend and you wake up and she's next, like literally just staring at you with a drill in hand. And she just tell you really should lock your door. No, she picked that bee to get in your room, in your house. So when she did it, it's time to buy deadbolts, chains, and everything else to keep that door locked. Then when you saw the dead corpse, the dead dog corpse that's been rotting in her house for days because the skin was coming off the carcass. Like the skin was literally coming off the bone. And there's flies and nothing coming around. Yeah, that's about that time to start packing up. But if you're still gonna stick it out, okay. Then when you finally got the cops to come get her, that's when your ass should have moved.
Get the fuck out of here! Let's roll, Jack! Come on, back up, shit! Let's go, motherfucker! Go!
You should have got everything you need to get and hightail your ass out that apartment. Tell your friend, thanks for the opportunity, but I don't need that apartment because you had a crazy ass woman that was next door to you. So, yeah, sell that back to the landlord or something, but you don't need to keep that. It's time to get rid of that apartment. And then the guy next door, you've been staying there for the longest, and you knew she did this to you a year ago, and she was still there, and she came in the house with your kids. Nah, she'd have been in my house with my kids. This time you done. You came in there with my kids and you gonna come on with a drip? Nah, you done. It's time for you to go. Yeah. And you still was there. Nah, I would not have been staying in that house, in that apartment at all. Not in the slightest. I would have hightailed my ass out of there. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Shouts out to all my new subscribers. What's good with you? Welcome to the D-Money-X as well. In the meantime, between time, I see you when I see y'all. Holla at your boy. Peace.